Good morning, folks. This is Danny with Danny's Luxury Cruise Vacations, an independent affiliate of the Avoya Travel Network. And today we have the honor of Eric from Celestyal Cruises joining us. They specialize in Greece and the Greek islands, an amazing destination. And Eric is kind enough to share a little bit this morning about his wonderful product, what you can expect from them, and where they go. So, Eric, welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Danny.
Beautiful. So, Eric, why don't you just start off by telling us a little bit about your company and the type of itineraries that you offer cruisers?
Well, Celestyal Cruises has the name itself, the brand has been created in 2014, but our parent company has been doing business in Greece and Eastern Mediterranean, where we sail for 85 years. So we do have a little bit of experience in that area. And we really focus in sailing and bringing our guests to discover this amazing and wonderful part of the world, which is Greece, Greek islands, and Eastern Mediterranean, because we do venture off a little bit more south of the Mediterranean, southeast, as well as northeast, depending on the time of the season. And Celestial does things a little different than maybe some other cruise line because we're more for travelers than for cruisers, where our ships become a little bit more secondary in visiting that part of the world, because we really and truly give a lot of time for our guests to discover this our destinations. I'll give you an example. When we visit Mykonos, we're there for 18 hours. As of next year, when we're going to be in Santorini, about the same time, about 18, 19 hours. When we are visiting Istanbul on our eclectic Aegean, we're there for 27 hours. So that gives you some examples that truly, when we make a stop, it's for our guests to get out of the ship and really impregnate themselves with the destination and really say, I've got the experience of Mykonos, of Santorini, Milos, Thessaloniki, and so on.
Perfect, perfect. Now, is there a typical age group that would fit better with your product, or is it really anybody, let's say, from their 20s up to their 80s?
Yeah, it's very, very large. We take actually babies starting at 6 months on board up to, well, there's no limit really to come on board and discover this amazing destinations.
Now, I know you said, and you said it very well, that you're more about the destination and the experience and getting involved with the culture and all of that. Are there any onboard experiences that the client can look forward to? Or again, is it just more of getting them into the destination and experiencing that?
Well, we are Greek. We're owned and operated. Even our head office is in Athens, right at Piraeus, so where the ships are. So it's truly a Greek experience off the ship as well as on board the ship. So you're still going to experience Greece in your plate if you want to. Of course, we have an array of plates and meals that we can offer, but of course, all these wonderful Greek dishes, you can find it on the menu every day. And also our entertainment team, sorry for that, our entertainment team on board will give you an extra flavor of Greece as well when they do the shows at night. They do many themes, but a few of them are concentrating on Greece as well.
Perfect, perfect. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in your background there, that one of your ships, that's Santorini, correct?
That's exactly Santorini. Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I see. And I've been there, having been there myself, you tender. Do you tender in all your ports of call, or are there some like in Istanbul where you might dock at a pier and just walk off?
Yeah, it all depends of the areas where we are and the destinations where we are. Some force you to, because I mean, they're smaller islands. For example, well, Santorini, as you mentioned, is one. When we visit Milos, which not many cruise lines are going to Milos, it's a smaller island. my favorite, truly my favorite to discover. Those are more tender. But when we go to Thessaloniki, which is the second largest city in the country, Kushadasi, Istanbul, we usually dock in at the pier. Rhodes as well is one other.
Now, as far as your accommodations on board the ship, you have ocean view, and if I'm not mistaken, you have some balcony cabins as well. And do you have any suites that the guests can take if they like?
So we have three main categories: so inside, outside, and suites. So if you want a balcony option, you have to go with suite categories. And of course, in the suite category, there are other subcategories, which some will have a balcony, some will not have a balcony. So you just need to make sure that you select the right category that
Right.
you prefer.
Now, with your product, I'm of course, cruise focused, and that's been my focus for 30 plus years. Um, as far as your company is concerned, obviously, we reach out to the company to, reserve our guests a cabin of their choice. If the client needs it, do you folks work with airfare as well from the major gateways in the US?
We do not at the moment. This is something the company is looking into eventually, but currently we do not. We only have the cruise and some packages that will eventually come for pre and post, and a little bit more in the future. I can't share with you everything. First of all, because they didn't share it with you. Do you know salespeople? As
Yeah,
soon as we know something, we like sharing it. So since it's not all established at the moment, this will come in the near future.
And if I may ask, I mean, it's been quite some time since I've been to Athens. If I have guests that are flying into Athens, we all know that Piraeus is the port city for Athens. About how far, if you know, a distance is it from Athens to Piraeus?
So from the downtown core of Athens to Piraeus, it takes about 20 minutes by taxi, which is probably one of the best way to go. You have different options, Danny, that you can select for your customers. They can either select a transfer, or they can just wait locally and take a taxi. It's pretty easy to get a taxi. But something important also to share with your customers is the fact that Celestial uses two ports. So with the ship that I have behind me, the Celestial Crystal, which does our 7-night sailings, this ship leaves out of Piraeus. The other ship that we have, which is called the Olympia, we use for the 3 and our 4-night itineraries, leaves out of Lavrion. And Lavrion is on the south side of the airport. From the downtown of Athens, it would take about 45-50 minutes to get to Lavrion. This is almost an exclusive ports that we're using, and gives us the opportunity to really welcome our guests almost uniquely for Celestial, makes it easy and quick as well for our 3 and our 4 nights.
Beautiful, beautiful. Eric, any last comments or words of wisdom, perhaps, that you'd like to share with us for the consumer that you might find beneficial?
I'd say make sure you use a travel agent. It's very important, that's for sure. Also, make sure you pre-book your excursions. There are many excursions that we offer, and it's always better to pre-book. A few cannot be pre-booked for a few reasons. They have to be done on board, but I'll say 97% can be pre-booked, and it's important to do so to avoid maybe any bad surprises when you get on board and they would be sold out. So you can make sure that you go on the excursions that you prefer. Something also, talking about excursions, we always include 2 of them currently in our itineraries. So any 3, 4, or 7 nights come automatically with 2 pre-selected excursions.
Beautiful, beautiful. Eric, thank you so much for this wonderful little talk this morning, and for any future prospects and clients, guests. My contact information will be put at the end of this video. Eric, thank you so much for sharing some insights into your wonderful product, and I look forward to working with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.